This is Larry Cochran with Jobs Outlook for February 8th, 2011. I continue to say that there are some avenues of opportunity for some individuals. Unfortunately, in the state of Illinois, it's going to get a little tighter because of the increase in taxes. I've seen a lot of stores closing. You have stores like Kmart who are struggling, and more than likely their closing is due to poor performance and past issues, but the tax increase does not help the jobs outlook for these people. Unfortunately, it is how it is. I do apologize for my appearance. I've been laying up with a fever of 102, 101, 102 for the past 3 days, and still right now running a fever of about 99.8. But I still got to go to work today because I took off a couple of days last week because of the storm and trying to get back and forth. No one to take care of my son, car out, and things like that. So in a bad economy, that seems like the worst thing to do, but you have to realize that even in bad economies, your family is still your family. Your family must take priority, even if it means that sometimes you have to take a day off to take care of family things. And last week, due to the storm, and my job was forcing us to come in some areas, I really got some bad things that happened. I got stuck out in the snowstorm for hours, and pretty much that's where my sickness came in, and ended up running that fever all weekend long, and a couple other things. But this is about the jobs outlook. Unfortunately, that does have a lot to do with the jobs outlook, that the companies are thinking that they have that much control. So I'm going to continue to push entrepreneurship. I'm going to continue to push education. I'm going to continue to push furthering yourself and with some pinpoint accuracy redefining the field, the career, or the company or the job that you have. As I continue to research companies, research people like Sam Walton and the Bill Gates and the people like Oprah Winfrey and all of these individuals that seem to excel, I have to continue to say that the overwhelming theme that I've seen in all of them, no matter what they try to tell you, no matter how crazy it sounds, is that the only people who succeed are those who continue to push for success. You don't know when success will happen. I don't know when success will happen. Nobody knows. So there's an element of chance that happens, but there's also an element of preparation that has to be set forth. So you have to prepare, and then you have to continue to push with that preparation, and with that preparation and the time and chance that comes, success has to come. Not that it will come right away, or that it will come a long time from now. No one knows, but it will come, and that's the key. In Illinois right now, we're going to start suffering a little bit more. Unfortunately, companies like Kmart are closing, and a couple of other places that are closing and laying off employees and things like that. That sounds really bad to some people, and it sounds sarcastic to other people because Kmart was a poor-performing company in the long run anyway, so they were bound to start closing stores because those are poor-performing stores anyway, and they're going to close a lot of stores across the country. We know that. But Illinois increasing taxes at this time was a pretty bad thing. Unfortunately, most corporations have a chokehold on the government. They have a chokehold on the people. That's why I push for education. That's why I push for entrepreneurship, because the only way to quote-unquote redistribute real wealth is to make people independent of governments, make people independent of even their employers, meaning what they should be doing is pushing for self-reliance. That is true independence. That is true financial freedom, which means that you got to watch your money. You got to watch your budget. You got to watch how you spend money. You got to watch who you spend money on. If you're not doing that, then in this economy, you're setting yourself up to fail, period. Taxes are a huge deal for this country right now. Unfortunately, we know that this country decided to break free from Britain centuries ago because of taxation without representation. But now here we find ourselves in a situation where we're being taxed without representation. So unfortunately, we find ourselves going back and de-evolving back into what we were before. Whereas, like I like it in a line from the movie The Patriot, he said, "Why would I want to be ruined by one tyrant 3,000 miles away and exchange that for 3,000 tyrants 1 mile away?" That's what we've become. We went from one tyrant 3,000 miles away to 3,000 tyrants 1 mile away. And what that really means is that we've allowed ourselves to be controlled. We don't have the information basis that we need individually. That doesn't mean the information is not there. What it means is we're not tapping into that information. Information is everywhere. So go out and right now at this time really start to think about making yourself more independent, utilizing your talents and your skills to make yourself more appealing. If you decide you want to work a job, fine. If you want to be an entrepreneur, fine. Make yourself more appealing to employers or to your clients. These are things that you can do on your own. These are things that must be done in this type of economy. So here's my list of 4 things. Well, let me say 5 things that I think in this economy that will keep you going and that will keep everything up. 1, and this is most important, don't forget the reason you're doing what you're doing. Don't forget your end goal. Don't forget that. Your purpose is everything. Without a purpose and without some design, you will fail. 2, be willing to adapt. Be willing to change. Be willing to move. Be willing to make choices that may be a little uncomfortable at times. 3, continue to educate yourself. Do not stop educating yourself at all. Never stop educating yourself. 4, do not allow yourself to be tied down. And I know this is going to sound a little controversial, but don't be loyal. There is no loyalty from your company to you. There should be no loyalty from you to your company. You're going to have to sell yourself to the highest bidder. You're going to have to sell yourself to the company or to the career or to the entrepreneurial idea that is going to provide you the best opportunity that gets you to that goal, to get you to that purpose that you have. It all has to line up with that purpose. It all has to make sure that your family is taken care of. It all has to give you better information and better education. So don't be loyal, but rather make sure you stay independent. And finally, the greatest gift that you have is hope and persistence. Don't quit. Never quit. The minute you quit, the minute you stop being persistent, is the day you fail. That's Job Outlook for February 8th, 2011. Thank you.